Good morning, good morning, fam. This is your boy, Big Swole, man. I'm on my way to work and basically just riding on, thinking about some things. And, you know, yesterday, a friend of mine posted something about the city that I live in, Tuskegee, Alabama. And one of the things that he posted, and it's a real popular subject, and it's one that's really been on the minds of a lot of people that are really inquiring about things, and that is the city of Tuskegee, the university, and their financial and business practices. It's like you would think that a town such as ours that has a historically nationally known rank university, have a VA hospital, just a lot of different things, man, that from the historical standpoint would bring in a lot of people, bring in a lot of money, and basically the foundation for greatness was set upon our city to be great. And for some reason, it's just not great. And, that question comes up all the time, when people talk about great cities and the production. We got cities around us such as Auburn and Montgomery, and I swear, boy, every time I go down to either one of them, either drive through, visit, go to work or so, or something like that, you always see some type of new growth, new development, new restaurants, new stores, hospitals. I mean, just everything, man, and it doesn't mean that these places are better than ours. It doesn't mean that they don't have the same problems that our city has. It just means that at some point in time, you have a group of people or a board or planning committees that care more about the city than their own egos. The problem in Tuskegee is that you have too many people and you have no accountability for money or funds, but then they'll come in and they'll get rid of folks and accuse folks and lie on folks that are doing their job. And that's just how it is, man. You have people that have made money, that have gotten over, and they have done some things, and they just don't care about anybody. But on the flip side of that is we just had an election, and some of the same people that have been in office are back in office. And, you have to have some type of accountability. If you put these folks back in office, or you allow these folks to come in and make decisions on your behalf, this is why you're going to have a $300 or $400 light bill, and you live in a one-bedroom apartment or so and never home. That's what happens. The light bill is just ridiculous. I mean, it's a disgrace. You could end up paying more for your light bill than some people pay for their mortgages on their houses. And that's just how it is. And it's one of those things where if you live there, you either got to pay it or you have to get up and go. And a lot of people have left Tuskegee, man. When I talk to some of the people that have moved to Auburn, moved to Opelika, moved to Tallahassee and other surrounding counties, that's the reason why they left. The high, extremely high light bills, trying to bring companies in, corporations to try to help the community. It's just not going to happen. You have to have some structure in place to where you're giving some type of business or tax write-off for companies just to even want to come in and help the city grow. We've had companies that were here before, like KFC left, Walmart substation store, Buds, they left, because of all the theft and stuff in the city. And, it's just bad. And, one of the things that bring about theft is low wages. We just had a city strike a little while ago with the sanitation department, but the folks just don't even want to pay the folks. I guess they expect to get out there and work for darn free, and there are some jobs that, require you to pay. I mean, it's just simple as that. I mean, every job requires you to pay. pay. But you can't ask folks to be out there picking up sanitation and trash and stuff and not wanting to pay them. You can't have your police officers out there going out there risking their lives and stuff. Man, we can't even get an ambulance service just to even come. We had one that was in town, and it was across from the fire department, and the city just messed that all up. So now, we have to wait and get folks to come all the way 30, 40 miles away, anytime someone needs ambulance services. It's just ridiculous to just not have nothing. It's just crazy. And then even some of the smaller counties around us, they have stuff. I mean, Tallahassee, man, oh my God, they got a hospital, they got car dealerships, and even us, we got a hospital, but it's a VA hospital. So unless you're a veteran, you can't even go, which is just crazy. So we might as well not even have one at all. So that's the point on that. But as far as other counties, coming up surpassing us, and they don't even have the history. When you have people like Booker T. Washington, George Washington Carver, and they set up the foundation, you have to grow upon that foundation. That's the problem. You have to expand upon what was already set in stone and grow off of that. But the thing is that we just don't care. And it's not just my city. It's everywhere, man. It's what is known as the spirit of, how can I say, it's selfishness, but it's more so self-preservation. And that right there is the problem. That self-preservation is the one that gets everybody, because a lot of times people don't understand that. They've been on a job, they've been somewhere, and they wonder why everybody turned against them. They understand why people just do the things they do, because it's like, well, everybody is in it for themselves. There are people that have done great jobs and have had to leave the company because people got jealous of them, people turned on them. People come in and they see you doing great things, and they're not a part of it, and they just hate. That's all they do. They hate. And the thing about it is, you have people around you that claim that they're your friends and they're on your team, but then as soon as something happens, they're nowhere to be found. But what I realized about that is, and it's a biblical thing, Jesus said that no slave is greater than a master. And that's what you got to remember that. So every time that you sit around and somebody backstab you, somebody turns on you, somebody's not in your corner when you actually need them, know that all this stuff is biblical. Jesus, when it came to Judas turned on him, when it came down to the point where they was about to crucify Jesus at the cross and different things like that, you couldn't find none of the apostles. They was all gone, hidden, and different things like that. Some of them either denied Jesus, So understand that when you start going through your issues and you need help, you need people to be there for you on your side, on your team. Just understand that it's not like it's going to be a boxing match. When you have somebody in your corner, and you have somebody that if you fall down, they're going to be there and say, hey, get up, give you the towel, give you the water. Folks will disappear on you. They will leave you out there high and dry. And then 2 or 3 months later, they'll come out there, hey, are you okay? Is everything good? And you'd be like, yeah, it was good. I just had some things I had to go through, and I really appreciate you being there, which means that you wasn't there at all. But that's just how people are. People are dirty, they're low down, and like I say, they're into the spirit of self-preservation. That means that you take care of yourself and forget everybody else. And that's not what the Bible teaches us. The Bible teaches us to love our neighbors, pray for our enemies, and help everybody. And it's not just when you're in your good season. And that's something that I tell people all the time, man, that's when it's more important for you to bless people and try to help people is when you're down. That's what God really wants to see. He wants to know that when you're going through your situation, do you still have it in you to help other people? I'm talking about you could be on your last leg, but you still gotta help other people. That right there is what it's all about. Sometimes God is just testing you because sometimes if everything is good, you tend to think that you can do whatever. Okay, well it's good. I don't have to do this. But the thing is, God wants to know whether or not you're going to turn on Him. Are you serving Him just because of the things that He's done from you, or doing for you in your life, just for the things He's given you, just for the blessings that you are basically receiving, or do you really love to really help people? You know, do you love God enough to say, God, you know, I love you. I want to do your will, and your will means that I how can I say, I practice and I put in effect the fruitages of the Spirit. And if you do those things, you know, you are going to have a better life, and your relationship with your fellow man and God is going to increase, and you're going to be able to enjoy the blessings that God has in store for those that are truly worthy of His praise. So, you know, I didn't really want to talk about too much of anything today. I just want people to understand that preservation is not so much what we really need to be focusing on. We need to be trying to be the best people that we can be, help our fellow brothers and stuff like that. Try to do whatever that you have to do to make sure that your city, the town that you live in, man, that when it comes time to voting, you know, don't just be voting on your friends and people just because you like them. Vote on people that you know that's going to get things done. It's going to get you some results. People that really love the communities or the agendas that they or the platform that they put out there for you. You know, sometimes people say they want to do this, they want to do that. Then as soon as they get into office, they're doing something totally different. So, you know, the thing is, man, it's just, man, I mean, it's just such a rough subject because it affects everybody, and everybody's being affected. And understand that the actions of the people that are supposed to be in charge will affect a lot of people. Sometimes the whole city, a whole state, a whole community. So, you know, I encourage people, man, you know, to really think about the choices that you make. Stop voting for people for popularity. Stop voting for people just to make history. People do it all the time. They look for the first this, the first that, and stuff like that. And, you know, get someone in there that really wants to have your interests. Because if you don't get your interests, you're going to get everything else. And ain't going to be no sense of complaining when you had a choice in the matter. So that's all I have for you, man. I'm at work now. I got to go in here and make it do what it do. But, you know, peace out. You know, like I said, remember, man, you know, just love each other, man. Pray for your enemies. Trust me, pray for your enemy now. I know some of them are going to be like, hey, you starting an enemy. No, that's what the Bible tells you to do. Pray for your enemies. You know, pray for a spirit of calmness within yourself. You know, pray to God that He gives you the peace and understanding that you are able to do that. It's a spirit of maturity. It shows love, and it shows that you truly understand what it means to know God, because God is love, and that's what He would want you to do. I'm your boy, Big Swole. I'm out of here. Peace.